G'day, I'm out in the veggie garden here with you today. It's the middle of winter. I thought it'd be a good opportunity just to walk around the veggie garden, give you guys a tour, show you a little bit about what's happening here. Not a lot's been happening anyway, give you a bit of a look around. Let's go. Oh, on the edges, on the outside, we've got some citrus in pots. We've got the blood orange here. Nice healthy one, this one. Maya lemon, I think. We've got a mandarin, I think. Imperial mandarin here. Here's our little date palm. He just keeps struggling in that pot. He's alright for now. Just a little ornamental thing we've got here. Actually makes a great perch for the birds, the kookaburras and the currawongs, and they keep a lot of the pests down. You see them flying in. Why I've got the ladder here, the kookaburra sits on top and all day he flies in and pulls out pests. Some more pots just with some strawberries, bok choy, it looks like, maybe a little cauliflower or something there, lettuce, a little tomato growing, lettuce going to seed, some bok choy, looks like maybe a little peanut, red centre lime, finger lime crossed with a mandarin. So haven't got any fruit off this one yet, so I can't wait. Here's the biggest bed in the garden. We got some snow peas at the end here. Big one there. Might eat him actually. Well, we've got some broccoli here. They're not doing great, but I've had a very dry last probably 6 months. Haven't had any rain at all. See bok choy that's gone to seed here. We just get them and scatter them around. I let a lot of things just go to seed in this garden, and I'll either collect it or just scatter it back around, or let it drop and do its own thing. The flowers here, the bees love them. We get the bees in, the bees pollinate everything else. Yeah, it cuts down a lot of work. A little lettuce that's self-seeded here. I mean, it just saves me the work to put the seed in a tray or put it in the ground, keep it watered. It just does itself. It's great. Some spring onions in here. Beautiful spring onions. Look at that one, it's as fat as my thumb. Some beans that aren't doing very well. We might just... Oh, there's another self-seeded lettuce. Might just pull these and chop and drop them. Even though we've got a couple of little beans on there, they're not doing too well. Might eat that one. More broccoli. Now there should be cauliflower in here too, but I haven't seen any. I don't know what happened to it all. I'm going to row a little leek here. Over here we've got the last row of leek I put in. The big tomato, the chickens came up and ate all the leaves. And the bloody turkeys have been coming in and getting the tomatoes. On this side here we've got some beetroot. I don't know if you can see, the two ends are nice and tall and the middle is all short. turkeys again got in there and dug out the middle, and they all died. So these had to put fresh ones in the middle. They're a little bit behind. That's all right. We've got a radish. Gonna have to put some more radish in actually. Do that after this video too. More spring onion. Can't get enough spring onion in the garden. It's excellent. You can pull the whole lot out if you want to thin them out, or you can just cut them at the base and they shoot up again. Some more beetroot just scattered on this side. Another broccoli, lettuce, another little broccoli by the looks of it. Maybe a cauliflower, hopefully. Tomatoes here, broccoli or cauliflower, lettuce, again, just letting it flower and go to seed. The more flowers you have in the garden, the more beneficial insects you're going to attract, which keeps down your problem pests, and it looks nice too. The things we want, we let flower and go to seed, and then we collect the seed. We should get some tomatoes off this guy. He's looking nice and healthy. In here there's carrots. Now these carrots are getting a little bit shaded out by this tomato, but I'm not too worried about it. It's like a little greenhouse there for the carrots. The tomatoes, as you know, they'll start losing their bottom leaves and the sun will open up and the carrots should go. You can see the carrots are in clumps. I don't really bother thinning them out too much. They sort of push each other out of the way, I've found. Got a finger lime in flower. Bloody beautiful. And this side started flowering first. You can see we've got some very tiny little finger limes there. Marigold in the bottom, more flowers. These seeds are great. I pick a couple off every time I walk past and I just scatter them where there's nothing. Oh. Have a go at this broccoli. Not quite ready yet, still got a little bit of growing to do. It's just an onion I found in the compost, started sprouting. I just plant sprouting onions and I chop the tops off and use them as shallots. And you can just keep chopping and they keep growing. That looks like a kohlrabi. And these must be little leeks too. Another tyre next to the compost. Love compost. Another broccoli. Looks like the kangas have got to our lettuce here. Oh well, they need to eat too. Looks like the kangaroos got to the geranium too. Now the veggie garden sort of spills out into the surrounding gardens in a couple areas next to the compost, just on the edge here. We've got some more garlic chives, herb roberts, little lettuce coming up. All of this here was full of lettuce and the kangaroos ate it all. Here we have the attempted spiral garden. It's pretty productive, but it's not much of a spiral. Broccoli or cauliflower. Doesn't smell like cauliflower, it must be broccoli. I don't know where all my cauliflower went. Lettuce, more tomatoes. As you can see, the turkeys or the parrots just take a bite out of each one. Lettuce, rocket, tomatoes, chives, just regular chives, mustard, oregano, lettuce, more mustard, heaps more lettuce, and more rocket, some more spring onion in here somewhere. Parsley, and then spilling off into the garden again, I've got a lot of chilies growing, and you can tell it's dry because have a look at these chilies. They are struggling. I've got chilies and jalapenos, passion fruit running up the flame tree, some rocket. It just self-seeds everywhere. We've got a little got to take care of the bees. Love these jalapenos. I've got a lot more little seedlings jalapenos to go in. Can't get enough of them. Like I was saying before, I keep the ladder out here for the kookaburra for a perch for him. He's pretty tame. We'll see how close we can get. Hey mate, how you doing? Smile for the camera. He would just sit there all day catching grasshoppers and caterpillars and the pesky bugs like that. You can see I've got a lot of different things growing in here, and it's not very orderly. This is the way I like to do it. I find it keeps pest populations down, it keeps the soil healthy, it's more inviting to beneficial insects. It's colourful. Things just seem to work better, I find, when you haven't got rows and rows of the same thing. I like to have as many different species growing, as much biodiversity. The soil is no-till or minimal tillage. If I am planting something out of a pot or out of a tube, I will just get the hand shovel and loosen the soil up just a little bit, but I won't go through with a pitchfork and turn the whole lot over. That's just breaking up all your fungi, all your mycelium and everything that's working there in the soil. I wouldn't recommend anyone turn their soil over once they've got the soil established and nice. If you're doing a row of seeds, just with the trowel, just give that row a few inches down and just give it a quick loosen up the whole row, just so the seedlings can get their roots into some soft stuff. But after that, I've found without tilling, the soil has got improved, got a more easy. It doesn't clump up like you would expect. It doesn't go harder, it just gets better and better. I never dig manure in or anything. Everything just goes on top, mulch and manures and fertilizers, whatever. I just put it on top and let it break down into the soil naturally. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.